Hola from the west side. It is me, DC the Purple Diva. Just giving you guys a little evening pop-up. I'm actually sharing it out right now. One second, I don't know where it goes. Alright. Alright. Hey, Van Life. How are you? I'm doing good. I'm just kind of hanging out outside of my house in the evening breeze. In the evening breeze. Decided to come on for a minute. I don't know how long I'm going to be on, though, but I decided to come on for a minute now in case I don't come on later. It's been a kind of lazy day. How has your day been? Oh, you cooking dinner? Yeah, I gotta go cook dinner too. I haven't cooked it yet, but I gotta go cook it. I don't know what I'm gonna cook. I think. See, I would like to make a shepherd's pie, but my family, I don't think, wants shepherd's pie. I love shepherd's pie, though. I love it. Yeah, and then I talked to my dad back on the East Coast, just trying to get some advice from him on real life events versus YouTube life. And I was glad to hear that he was doing good because my dad is a doctor, so I was looking to see what was going on down there. My dad is a doctor and he works in a hospital, but the hospital that he works in has no cases of the COVID. I think it might be because he's in West Virginia. I know. Hey, listen and learn. How are you? Well, you know what? Tomorrow, that video that I did a couple of weeks ago on being black and autistic and dealing with law enforcement, it's going to, parts of it are going to be shown at an autism support group meeting. So, because I'm in an autism support group out here and we're going to be doing a Zoom meeting tomorrow, and I gave the link of my video to the Zoom organizer so that she could kind of, download and play what she wants to play for the thing. So I think that'll be really good. So that's what's happening in the autism world over here. And you guys, I may possibly be moving, but I'm not sure now because the owners are starting to backpedal on the townhouse that I live in, but I don't trust them. I'm feeling, not trustworthy of them. So I'm still looking for another place because I think they try to pull a fast one. I think, this is just what I think, y'all, that they may have found out that they were going to have to give me some money to relocate because my son is a disabled adult. And because of what's going on right now and us being in the middle of Corona. And so I think that they did it different. So now they're trying to do something different. So I'm going to have to talk to the city housing department. Make sure these people don't pull a fast one. It's crazy. and here's the sad part. My landlord have a adult son on the spectrum. Okay? Their son is an adult too. You know? So they know what the deal is. They know what the deal is. And, you know, fine. You don't want to give us any money or anything. That's fine. Okay? But now we're uncomfortable being here. And because I have a disabled adult as, you know, in my care, I'm concerned about the stability of our living arrangement now. Now you've made me feel that this is not a secure living arrangement. You know? So, we'll see what happens. You know, see next year I'm going to be back on the path of being a homeowner again, because I owned a house before. But doing the Big Short and everything, I had to short sell and get out of it. Hey, Miss Uppity. Hey, just chillin'. I had to get rid of it. So I've been renting. Hey, Underrated Darkness. So this landlord, I think, is trying to pull a fast one, you know? So I'm going to be making some phone calls tomorrow. I'm going to be making some phone calls. And so, maybe, you know, because maybe it might be better. Maybe it might be better that we do move. You know? We'll see what happens. You know, plus, you know, here's the thing. Where we are right now is in close proximity. You know, it's in the area of where the SoFi Stadium is going to be. And so what I think they're doing is that they're just going to, they couldn't get what they wanted for it. And now they're thinking that they'll just get some rent out of us and try to do some crazy back charges for stuff that they claim we owe them. And then say, but could you please stay? You know, you've been such good tenants. What? Huh? Yeah. So. There's a couple of places that are potential. One is over in LA, in another part of LA. And it's a 3-bedroom house with a front and a backyard and a garage. And big huge fireplace in the living room. It's got a day room. It's got a separate laundry room. 2 full baths. But I still have to talk to the person, see how much they want for it. And that place isn't even on the market. Somebody just told me about it. And so, you know, I got the information and I just have to talk to the owners. And I have seen the place. You know. So we'll see what happens. But I just came outside, kind of walk over and walk to the front. I'm walking to the front. And y'all hear the dogs in the neighborhood. I'm in front of my house. I'm in front of my house. Standing out here. It's actually a quiet street right now. But a few days ago, y'all, 4th of July. Hey, Crystalla. On the 4th of July, there were fireworks going all up and down this street until well after 12. Let me fix that. I'm just looking at my hair. It's just like kind of hanging out there. There. It doesn't want to. I kind of have it some kind of crazy way. But yeah. But I mean, you know, it's been cool around here. But here's the thing. During the coronavirus, y'all, we were like all on top of each other. There's not a whole lot of room in this place. You know? So those are the things to think about. And then there's stuff that needs to be done on this place. And these people know they gotta do some stuff. They know. Don't forget to hit that like button, y'all. Don't forget to smash that like. Even though I'm not talking about much. But I am on camera. Because I just came through the YouTube. I didn't feel like setting anything up. I just decided to just come on. Just decided to come on. And I might as well, let me play with these things. I have all these different ones. I like the bubble one, but there's some other ones I want y'all to see them that are really weird. Here's a weird one. Hey, Chef. Hola from the east side. I'm just on here just chit-chatting. We're not even talking about anything. We're talking about me having to look for another place and some stuff that's going on with the place that I live in. These people, I think, are trying to play games. They're trying to play games. They don't understand. They do not understand who I serve. They do not understand who I serve. So I'm praying. I'm going to get on early morning prayer tomorrow. I'm going to be on the phone with the city housing department. And then I'm going to go have a conversation with the property manager. Because I've already applied for, I've already put in applications other places. I've already, y'all know how you have to pay the application. I've already paid application fees some places. Had a couple places do credit checks. Because on Zillow, you can put in, I think you pay it $29 or something. Application fee, and then it lets you apply to all these different places. And that's what I've been doing. So, in this place that we saw that we think we like, wasn't even on Zillow. A friend told me about it. Hey, 1SP. I see all my brown and my gray is coming back, y'all. For my purple. Ola from the west side. Yeah, I said that when I came on. I did. I said Ola from the west side. I did. I said it when I came on. But I just decided to sit outside. It's really been warm here. And I'm not trying to put on the air for just little old me. Because nobody else in the house is hot. It's just me. And then now I'm outside and I have myself wrapped because it's cooler out here. But that's okay. That's okay. I don't have no makeup. Not today. I don't have no lashes. Just my own that are actually very long on their own, as you can see. I try to put those lashes on you. I don't know how women can do the lashes and have them on. I know exactly, Chef. Hot, cold. Right now, I'm chilling. But I was hot when I came out here, so it's the nature. I'm okay with that because the benefit is I cannot have any more children. Have y'all ever seen women? Yeah, I guess y'all don't know the women. I'm one of those women who's happy she can't have any more children. I'm too old to be having them, in my opinion. In my opinion. And I don't have the patience for little ones in, long, increments. I don't. I don't. I have patience for one person, my son, and he's almost 25. But, because of the autism, he doesn't always act like he's almost 25. But he doesn't act like he's two either. And he reminds me every once in a while that he's a grown man. He'll say, I'm a grown man, mommy. But isn't it cute how he says, I'm a grown man, and then he says, mommy? Oh, I think he was standing at the door. Yeah, he says, mommy. I'm like, but you know what? I still call my dad daddy. I still call him daddy. That's how he's listed in my phone. When my mom was alive, rest in peace, I called her mommy until her dying day. Only if I was trying to be irritating, but I'd say mother, I don't call my dad father. I call him daddy. When I refer to him to other people, I say dad. But when I'm talking to him, I say daddy. Because it's what it is. So, yeah, I'm a fully grown woman, and I still call my daddy daddy because he's still here, and I'm blessed to have him. I'm so blessed that my father is still here, that I can just call him when I need some advice. I have the Heavenly Father too. Don't get it twisted. But I'm blessed to also have my earthly father still here and healthy. And the man is still working, y'all. Man, he's still working. Now, I promise y'all that I will have retired before I hit 80. Now, my dad works because he wants to, I guess. He's 81 too, by the way. But he's not working for us because all his kids grown. And his grandchildren, those are responsibilities. So, he works for himself. He works because he wants to. I think because he likes work. Hopefully he'll retire soon. But I don't know. He's one of those. One of those. But it's a good work. It's good to have that kind of work ethic, And as long as he knows he doesn't have to actually work and he's simply doing it because it's what he wants to do, then I can't say anything. He's not one of those ones who's working in their retirement because they have to. My dad was self-employed as a physician for a long time. And he has money squirreled away. But my dad is also one of those frugal people. That part. So he's not ready to cash in that money and enjoy it for whatever reason. But me, I want to retire as soon as I am a best-selling author, because that's coming. Yeah. As soon as I'm making enough money from other things other than my mainstream, when all my other streams make me more than my mainstream, then I won't have to work that mainstream. That's what I'm working on. That's what I am working on. That's what I'm working on. Now, I'm not to the point that I'm making money on YouTube yet. Y'all hear me? Yet. But it's coming. It's coming. Because I am working on putting together a Teespring store, so I have some stuff. even though I won't, be able to attach it to my YouTube, I still can open my store and start selling my stuff. And I can wear stuff or use things because, I told you guys I'm going to have coffee cups and t-shirts, I think, to start. That's what I'm going to do. And probably going to do the t-shirts in a couple of colors. Since guys have told me they like black, I'll do some black, and of course, gotta do some purple. Gotta do some purple. Turn our music down. I know y'all can hear the music. You know why? Because I have the iPad right here. Let's see, can I show it? iPad sitting in my lap. Now you can hear the planes going above. Now, I don't usually come through YouTube most of the time. I usually come through my StreamYard because when I go through StreamYard, I can, if I want to have somebody come up, I can do that. And then I know some people are using Zoom because they don't seem to have, they have more problems with StreamYard. I haven't had any problems with them yet. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. I haven't had any problems with them yet. But I don't know. Maybe I'll try Zoom too. I use Zoom for other stuff, just not for my YouTube. But I think right now, what I'm going to probably start doing is I am going to start pushing out some live streams on my Facebook and on my Periscope, which I never go on. I never go on my Periscope. But I'm going to do that so that I can start to, get more people to know about the channel. And still keep putting out content for you guys. Hopefully as much as I can on the autism. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. Let's see, how long am I going to stay on? I know I'm going to stay on at least so I'm on here for at least 30 minutes. At least on here for 30 minutes, because I know I got to go cook dinner, y'all. I have to go cook dinner for these men folk. For the men, I got to cook. Nobody cooks but DC. Not that they can't cook, but they don't cook. Okay, that's a difference. Okay, my guy is an alpha male. My son thinks he's a king. Okay, yeah, my son thinks he's a king. He thinks he's a king. Seriously. But I'm just going to sit on here and chit-chat with you guys for a little longer before I go in there and fix this food. I have been watching all of these. Hey, Darren. I have been watching all of these videos and these comments on Will and Jada, y'all. Told y'all. I mean, that's been the talk all weekend long. I feel like they just should not have made that red table. They shouldn't have done it. It was a 15-minute fiasco. She's really not taking it seriously, or I don't know how to say she was doing it. And Will, that man is pissed. He about to act a plumb fool. And it's not because of the affair. It's because now the whole world knows about it. And as an alpha male, or as him seeing himself as an alpha male, you gotta do something. You're not gonna leave her. Because even if they do have a prenup, they've been together for so long. Mm-mm. She will walk away with a whole bunch of his money. She will. So I don't think that they're going to get a divorce. But something is going to happen. Something's going to happen, y'all. Hey, Lawrence. Yeah. I'm on camera. You know, I do come on camera from time to time, y'all. I do come on the camera from time to time. I do. And usually if I come through the YouTube, I'm gonna be on camera. Hey, Reddy. Hey, Manda. How are you? Manda, I was just telling another one of the okay, chef. I was just telling another one of the autism parents that was in the chat a little bit ago that the autism support group that I am in is going to use part of one of my vlogs for our autism support group tomorrow. The one that I did on being Black and autistic and dealing with law enforcement. So they are going to use part of that for a meeting we're having tomorrow. Because they didn't have anything, and I had that I'm like, I'm so glad I've already done that. And then I even told them about the woman who I used as resource, who is a Black woman on the autism spectrum. And she's also a social worker, and she's a behavior therapist. She's doing a whole lot. And so I also told them about her. And I also reached out to her Facebook page because I want to see if I could possibly maybe get her to come on my YouTube channel. Find out how much she charges. That part. See if I can afford it. But if I don't ask, I won't know. But she's not on YouTube. She has a Facebook page. But I have seen her do an interview on someone else's YouTube channel. So I'm going to ask. Because I really think that information that she has is so important. And it's just, when our kids have to deal with law enforcement, and it doesn't even matter if they're Black, it's just when our kids have to deal with law enforcement as adults, there's no sign saying that they have autism. And law enforcement is not trained to deal with people on the autism spectrum, period. You know, so even though, you know, I put out that information, you know, because of what's going on right now, you know, with police brutality, specifically with Black individuals, that information is right. It's pretty much what any parent that's got a kid on the spectrum has to deal with, because I've seen them treat our kids, no matter what color they are, crazy. Because when I did a rant last year about the kid that was in the back of a police car, he wasn't Black. It was a little white boy, and I don't even think that he was that verbal. And they had this kid in the police car. So as I said, with the police, it really doesn't matter. They just do not know how to deal with kids on the autism spectrum. And yeah, I mean, you know, I had to make sure these people knew that my son had autism here where I live. My house is tagged. And check it out, if I move from here, I gotta make sure that they know it there too. It's like one of those things that you have to do to keep your kids safe. It's just crazy. Yeah, I know I'm on earlier than normal, so East Coast folk can come and hang out with me. I thought that I should, I always do my lives so late, but the reason I do them late is because it's calmer around here. Because even though my son's an adult, he still has autism. Okay, and even though I do my live streams later most of the time, even then, he still wants to get on the live stream. Like, the only reason he's not in this live stream right now is because I'm outside. If he knew I was on camera, y'all, he would be losing it. Because he just wants to come on the camera. So that's why he always comes on at the end of my... I don't think anybody's calling me. Oh, that's my next door neighbor. They were yelling so loud, I thought, are they calling me? Wasn't my name, though. But I was just making sure I wasn't being called back inside. But I'll let you guys know, I'll let everybody know after that autism support group tomorrow how that goes and what kind of information is disseminated. Because I think it's really, really pivotal. They've, in all of this talk around police brutality, they have mentioned something about dealing with autism, but unfortunately, it's a police department by police department situation. Most communities are not what you consider autism-friendly communities. The person with autism has to adapt to the community. The community does not adapt to the person with autism. That's just the way it is for it. That's why, like, if we move, I've got to really think about that, because the change for my son. But the pros and cons are there'll be more room in this place for him. One of the cons is that we'll have to deal with an entirely new regional center if we move to that location, because the one that he's under does not cover that location. And so, even though right now he's technically not getting any services, so I don't have to tell him crap, I will eventually have to tell them and have to deal with that. Yeah, that part. But I'll decide how I'm going to deal with that, or once I decide whether we're going to stay or leave, because this landlord, I'm telling you, even though these people are autism parents themselves, I think that they're trying to do some serious shiznick with us, and I just have to make sure that my son's rights are not being violated by anything that they're doing. And I'm feeling like they're trying to get around violating his rights as a disabled adult. Which is why I think they changed the way that they were going about this. I think that they're doing things now, by the way they've changed it, so now I'm uncomfortable. So of course now I'm uncomfortable about staying here without any serious reassurances and stuff. So, I don't know. I honestly don't know. It's a big decision. I hate moving. But if I don't feel that this is a secure, stable place to live, because I don't know, these people might decide, change their mind in a month, another month, and say they're going to sell it again. And then I would have, passed by places I could have gone ahead and, dealt with. So it's a big, big decision. So I called my dad. And that's why I'm talking to my father up there. That's why I'm going to be on prayer meeting first thing in the morning. Because I want to make the right decisions in regards to my son. That's part of me being a caregiver. It's a big responsibility. Handling somebody else's life for them. Making decisions for them that they should be able to make for themselves, but they can't because, of the disability that they have. It breaks my heart that my son can't do a lot of the things for himself. I know that. It breaks my heart. But I have to be his biggest champion for that very reason. I gotta be his biggest champion. It's not easy, y'all. It's not easy. Whew. I think I'm getting misty-eyed. Let me stop crying. Yeah. Don't mean to be on here crying about that, but yeah. He's my kid, He's my kid. And I don't want nothing to happen to him. I don't want, us to be taken advantage of because people think that they can because of him. So I'm just trying to make sure that I take care of things for him. Make sure that these people do not try to pull one over on us, and if it still remains that we feel uncomfortable here, then, just go ahead and move. It's going to be costly. I'm going to have to find the money from somewhere. Yeah, see, and that's the thing, because he's an adult, he's not in school, I don't have to worry about, transferring school districts and everything. So my whole situation is different, but, I know that the service level with this other regional center may not be the same as the service level at the one that he currently has been under, for his entire life. But if the living situation is better, and we feel more secure, then maybe I can work through all of that. Because DC is the squeaky wheel. I've always been the squeaky wheel when it came to stuff for my kids. So, wow. I mean, you guys were moving from city to city to city. Yeah. I just got to do what's best for my family. And I don't once they did that, I don't know if they realized that you can rescind it and then come at me another way because you're trying to get around it. But now I'm feeling like maybe this is no longer the best situation for us, because I have a sneaky suspicion that they are going to, try to jack us all up on things, and then once that's been taken care of and they've gotten whatever they can get out of us, then they're going to put the property back on the market, and they're going to try to find some way to evict us for another reason. You know what I'm saying? So I can't do it, and that's what I'm afraid of. That they may be setting us up so that they can try to evict us, and then try to make it not seem like it has anything to do with my son. And they're autism parents too, ready, set. My landlords are autism parents themselves. you know? So, it is what it is. I'm not even worrying about it I just know that everyone, exactly, I don't understand, what I think is going on is that there is a tug of war in their family as to whether they want to, sell it, keep it, sell it, keep it. And I think that, you know, right now I'm stuck in the middle of that situation because now that's why they're coming from a different perspective. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, somebody did come over here and look at the property. So it looks like they were trying to sell it. So maybe they were thinking that they could do that because they didn't have any legal way to get us out any other way. But here's the thing. If you don't want to be a landlord anymore, you could have just done that. I would have rather them have just been honest with us, especially after all this stuff going on with COVID and everything. But anyway, everyone is not at the same place. And if we have to move to be in a better situation, and for me not to have to worry about anything with my son, because, we've had some other issues with him living in this property, that we've had to squash, where, meltdowns and everything. And he's melted down, and they've seen some of these meltdowns and everything, the other people that live in the other properties, in the condominium project. So maybe living in a house is a better situation for us. Because then at least if there's a meltdown, he can be in my backyard, you know what I'm saying? And there's, you don't have any walls with anybody else. You don't have to worry about, like, my son has this thing about, he's a hoarder. He's a hoarder, y'all. And his thing of hoarding is paper trash, okay? And he will go through the trash. So we've had to have them to lock the trash bag cans up in the complex so that he couldn't get into them. Exactly, more privacy and space. That's the other thing. More privacy and more space. And just, being able to deal with the things that I need to deal with for him, I'm just more concerned that in making this move, if I'll have to fight for services, or will they do what they need to do? Because this other particular regional center is under such high scrutiny that, it might be, they may give me everything I want, and I don't ask for much. I just ask for decent day program that's going to lead my son to at least being able to get a part-time job at some point. And he needs some adaptive behavior therapy to help him to cope with meltdowns and all that kind of stuff. He needs that. And he's not in school anymore, so whatever regional center he's under, it's their job. Well, I've talked to some parents that are in that one, and a couple of them are in my support group that I'm in, and they'll be on the meeting tomorrow night. So the head of the group is going to, let them know during the meeting so that we can exchange information so that they can kind of give me a better idea of what's going on, what's wrong, and what's right over there as far as the adult services. Because I know that they have some issues in the children's unit, but he's not a child. So I want to find out about the adult services. That's the thing. Yeah, he's not doing anything. All of his stuff is on hold right now because we're in the middle. He's not getting any services. He's not even in his day program right now. Not even in a day program. And if I didn't work from home, where would my son be? If I did not work from home, you know, they don't think about that kind of stuff when you're dealing with someone who's on the spectrum. Hey, Terry. Yes, I'm on early because I don't know if I'm going to be on later, so I came on early. But I may come back on later. But see, now I'm on, and I didn't even think I was going to be on for like 15 minutes, and now I'm almost at an hour, so I'm like over 45 minutes, so I might as well go ahead and stay the whole time. Oh. Well, we don't have any choice in California. And the thing is that the service providers, they're still getting money. They are still being paid by the regional center for services not provided. Now, they sent him one thing. Yeah, he definitely has to have some adaptive behavior therapy, even if it's where we got to take him to some place, but they're saying that generally when they deal with that, they'll come to the house, do the assessment and stuff. I say, however we need to do it. But we were about to start doing all of that when we went into this pandemic. So everything, has been put on hold for him. And he's, bouncing off the walls and stuff. But I'm just trying to, dealing with this other situation. Dealing with this other situation, I just don't know. I know California is really bad as well, though. And that's why, with Florida having such high cases, that's why I don't understand. I think they're going to do all of the basketball games for the NBA are going to be played in Florida. They're going to be in the bubbles. They're going to be in a bubble, but they're going to do all the games in Florida. I don't know why they're going to do that with all those cases popping off. And has the governor, Disney, okay. And the governor still hasn't made wearing masks mandatory in Florida, because it's mandatory here. There were some counties that were like humming and hawing, but not anymore. You just have people humming and hawing about wearing the mask. And it's a pain in the butt to wear it, especially when it was, the mayor where you are did. That's good. I don't get it why some of these governors won't just do that. Other countries, let me just say this. Other countries are utilizing the mask. They're doing the social distancing. It's working. It's working. I really believe the reason why our cases went up is because we didn't continue to social distance. We opened up bars and restaurants too soon. Because we don't go out either. And my son was out with his father for Father's Day weekend, and he was exposed and had to be tested. Thankfully, he was negative. Oh, you get everything same day? I'm the only one who goes to the store. Nobody else in the house. My son doesn't even leave the house. I'll go to the grocery store, and I go when there's hardly anybody in there, like early in the morning. But that's about it. Yeah, this this is just my personal opinion about what's going on. I believe that it's just going to be going. This is going to be going on at least for the rest of this year. Somebody tried to call in. Somebody tried to call in while I'm on here with you guys, so I have to call them back when we're finished. Yeah, I got a call. I couldn't take it because I'm online. I knew that I was going to get a call, but it was on my favorites. There's a little gnat that's flying around me. Sorry, there's a little gnat flying around. But I just didn't forget what I was saying. Yeah, yeah, about the quarantine. I think I understand why they were doing things. I understand why stuff started opening back up. But it hasn't changed the amount of people who don't have jobs. So now what? They can go out to the restaurants. So the restaurant workers are working. The bar workers are working. But the people who frequent those places don't necessarily all have jobs now. And then you have places that are now doing the outside stuff. And yeah, that's probably a little safer. Inside dining, no, don't do that. Y'all know I'm outside and I'm nosy. I'm observant. I'm very observant about my surroundings. You know, I have to be. The only thing I hear shooting off around here are fireworks, but still. Always be vigilant. But some places are talking about shutting things back down. I don't think they're going to be able to shut things back down. They may be able to shut down restaurants and stuff like that. But, you know, once they opened up the stores, the clothing stores, you're not going to be able to get those people to shut their businesses back down. The nail salons and everything, all of these people, most of those are self-employed people. They need their money. I know, but everything's open. Well, I don't know if the tattoo parlors are open yet. Yeah, I don't know. I know that they opened up. I know nail salons are open back up. But most of them are, they put in like plastic thingies and all that. And like the person that I go to, he has his own shop in an office building and he only allows one person in at a time. So if my appointment's at 9:30, I can't come in until 9:30. And then the other person leaves, I come in at 9:30. Everything's, pouring, done back down for me, does my nails. The next appointment is, he schedules them so that the people, we can pass each other maybe in the hallway, but we won't be passing each other in his shop. Yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, that's right. You guys are having the Republican National Party there. Yeah, but see, then you're dealing with 45. And he's just now deciding to put on a freaking mask. Just now, y'all. And I think that was because he was going, I don't even know, I think he was going someplace where people were sick. He's just now. Hey, Miss Pamela. How are you? Yes, I came on early. I'm almost done. But I came on early. I decided I wanted to come on early today. I may come back on later on. Exactly. Well, here's the thing, Terry. Nobody ever made that. No, no. I don't think any of the places that opened up met that threshold when they opened up. They just did it. Okay, thank you for letting me know, uppity. I think they just opened up. The counties, each county decided when they were going to do what they were going to do. And LA County pretty much was basing what they were going to do on what the city of Los Angeles did. Orange County is in Southern California is just on their own thing, as is San Diego County. There was some threshold, but my understanding is no one ever met it when they were opening up. They just, and I'm pretty sure that that was the case across the country, y'all. I think the only one, this is a mosquito, and it's trying to get to my blood. The only ones who didn't open up real fast was New York. I personally think California should have slowed their roll too. They should have probably waited and been as slow as New York was. I don't know if Governor Newsom was under some pressure, but they got what they wanted. So now the state's open with the mandatory masks. But I just think that I think that it shouldn't have happened as quickly as it did. And I think that a lot of it was pressure. I think it was a lot of pressure. And I personally think that the 45 was pressuring the states to open back up too. I think the 45 was trying to pressure him to open up too. You know, this is an election year for him. Everything that's going on, you know, is reflecting on him. You know? And right now, I guess Biden is just sitting over there on his side and just trying to keep his mouth shut. And that's what he needs to do. He needs to keep his mouth shut, you know, because, you know, my thing is neither one of them are really good for us. Neither one of them are good for the country. You know, but I just, 45 just, sometimes I don't understand him. I don't understand this man. You know, I pray to God to help me to understand, but you know, I don't. You know, and I feel like he's put the American people's health at risk. He keeps saying all these crazy things, like we're gonna be okay and all this stuff. Don't lie to people. Don't lie to us. We're not stupid. We're not stupid. You might think we're stupid, or maybe it's you who's stupid. Because y'all know that in that book that I guess his cousin, niece, whoever she is writing, she's saying that he may have an undiagnosed developmental disability. She's trying to say he's on the spectrum. Please don't say he's on the spectrum. His niece. Okay. Yeah, she's saying he has something going on. He's, you know, slow. But I don't know what she meant by that. I don't think that's autism. I do think that he talks down to us, condescending. I know, I saw that. I saw him doing that. He doesn't care about our kids either. She's a clinical psychologist. She's using her background. She's just diagnosing him from afar. Something's going. I think he's a narcissist. Personally, he tends to show narcissistic behaviors. And there you have it. Exactly what I just said. I think he's a narcissist. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what he acts like. He definitely, he definitely gives us, you know, but I mean, to be perfectly honest, let's just think about this. Anyone who goes into that office, unfortunately, of President of the United States, which is basically leader of the free world, has to be a narcissist to some degree. You know, to think that they, you know, can run the country, to think that they're qualified, especially him. Especially him. So he's trying, and that's because he has that ignoramus. What's her name? Betsy Voss, who knows absolutely nothing about public education. All her kids were in private schools, but she seems to be under some impression because other countries, she named specifically Japan, um, were able to keep the kids with masks on, that we should be able to do the same thing. However, culturally, you know, it, they've done the mask thing for so long there. That's true. He never held any elective office. And I mean, at least Obama was a senator first. At least 44 was a senator first. But like I said, I think 45 is a narcissist. It's all about him. Everybody else is lying. Only he's telling the truth. And he has a warped sense of truth, y'all. A warped sense of truth. Definitely. But I'm going to get ready to get off of here because these mosquitoes are out here biting the shiznit out of me. They bit my hand. My hand got bit. I got a mosquito bite on my knuckle. Now they're biting my feet. Exactly, his alternative facts. Now they're biting my feet. Yeah, y'all thought they didn't have mosquitoes in California? They do. So I'm gonna get off of here. Thank you everybody for coming. I really appreciate it, especially my autism parents. Thank y'all for coming through. Thank you everybody. I may be back on later, but if I'm not, peace y'all and blessings from the West Side. And I'll see you guys the next time I get on here.